Man, we are back, man. What is going on? Look, I'm typing something in right now on my phone. Man, we are back, man. What is going on? I'm your boy Warren G. The place B. Been clowning sucker free since 2003. Ain't no finessing me. You already know what it is. No, I don't know TV. Man, shout out to everybody out there, all the states. Let's call them out. It's time from AZ. All my siblings in Las Vegas, Nevada, you already know what it is. You know what it ain't. Shout out to Shawnee from Philly. The homegirl Erica from Florida. Hey. And shout out to my boy James Youngblood, Mike Drop. Go check his platform out. And shout out to my brother Dave from No Compromise. Georgia in the building. Texas in the building, James Youngblood. And shout out to the homegirl Melina, all the way from North Carolina, aka North Kakalaka. Man, the Masters of Confusion. Let's get it. Yeah, man. My brother Dave from No Compromise inspired this just because that's what's just been ringing in my head. So I was just like, you know what, Warren, you just gonna talk about the Masters of Confusion. The first thing we're going to talk about is, man, R.I.P. to Mariah Carey's mother and sister passing away on the same damn day. God damn. So R.I.P. to Mariah Carey. She's a legend or whatever, man. So, I hate to see that. I'm pretty sure, she's got a good circle of people around her. So R.I.P. to her family members. I want to talk on a few things. I seen this thing. Shout out to brother Dewan B. Y'all need to go check him out. His platform is dope. He was kind of talking about it. I saw a little bit of Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew and going in on Tariq and all this other stuff. This is what I mean why I agree with Dave from No Compromise and the Masters of Confusion. Because, this is just my personal opinion. I ain't taking up for nobody. These are grown men. They can take it for themselves. Why don't people just let Black America do what we need to do? Why is it's always somebody that you cannot trace their lineage back to the United States of America? Their families didn't build this country for free without repayment. Always having something to say about people who can trace their lineage back, about people who does know U.S. history and knows it well. Why is it we always having this problem? Because they are the masters of confusion. The dominant society is the master of confusion. They know right now there's going to be civil rivalry because our Jamaican brothers and sisters, Haitian brothers and sisters, Barbados brothers and sisters, and stuff like that. Now they're starting to get upset. Well, you guys delineate every day of the week when y'all win. When those Jamaicans beat Sha'Carri Richardson, that's all you heard. It was Jamaican pride and Nigerian pride and whatever. But then when Sha'Carri Richardson wins, it's like, oh, we all in this together. You know what I mean? It's like, well, we can delineate from you guys, but you guys can't delineate from us. This is what I mean by the masters of confusion. If you don't know history and you have not read anything, you should just be quiet. And the question that I would ask Luke, why do you feel like you can speak on our affairs? This isn't your issue. This is a Black American issue, a Native Black issue. And why is it you think you could disparage people because people are like, no, right now, this is not about y'all. This isn't y'all fight. I think people are very insecure because they can't trace their lineage back. Their last name, they know, is a derivative from the islands. And then I even noticed this brother brung the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in there. Oh, well, he's Barbados. Yeah, but the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan stands on business. You know what I mean? That's the difference. He stands on business. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan isn't samboing, cooning, telling people who to not vote for, telling people who to vote for, fighting so hysterically for one political party when clearly Black Americans are saying we're not voting for either unless there's a Black agenda. And you see all this mass confusion. You know, I even seen this thing with Anthony Edwards, you know, from the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he was like, oh, the only person that had skill was Jordan, not nobody else. And it's like, bro, they don't do what they do. You're not even in the NBA. There is no NBA if it wasn't for Magic and Bird and all them, the people that came before Jordan. That's what I give Michael Jordan so much props when they kept calling Steph Curry the greatest point guard ever. And Michael Jordan was like, sorry, he's the greatest shooter ever. The greatest point guard ever is Magic Irving Johnson. And that was it. And we had to start taking that approach. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. And when I see all this mass confusion, y'all see now Anthony Fauci, he's in the hospital for some type of fake disease that they probably want to tell everybody because they don't want people to talk about him. That's why I did the podcast that I did, so people could understand. And I'm not doing these podcasts for clicks and views. I want people to be like, damn, why the fuck is Warren talking about Anthony Fauci? Let me go look up Anthony Fauci and see what the fuck he got going on. These are thought-provoking conversations. I'm not talking about this shit just for clicks and views. I don't give a fuck about that. I like the way the podcast is. I like the people that has joined and listened. They say their comments. They keep it moving. I want my shit to be creeping on the come up. I feel like the people that I talk to, even the new people that has joined, I got nothing but love for y'all. You don't ever hear me talking about, hey man, hit the like button and all that. I don't even do that shit no more. I don't even care. If y'all notice, I don't even do live streams because I just kind of wanted to keep it underground. I think keep it in underground. Not that I'm not afraid of success, but I feel like we can have better conversations. Tasha, Shani, all y'all know. Remember when I used to go live? Man, when I used to go live, if it would be 15 people in the damn chat or 5 people in the chat, man, it would start tripping. It would drop the signal. It wouldn't alert people that I was live. So I like doing it this way. Maybe I will continue to go live if it's with David and James Youngblood, but by myself, I don't know. I don't feel like I be saying real shit, but I guess I do. And that's why I'm like, man, Luther Campbell, you can't expect us to take you serious, brother. You can barely speak. Who learned you how to spoke, Brother Campbell? Come on. Some people, as Lord Jamar said, they just don't like other people, and they don't want to come out and say they don't like other people, so they want to have all these other issues with other people instead of just being like, I just don't like him. But then there's no really reason why, because a lot of times people don't like other people when we stand on business. And if y'all notice, during all this confusion that's being set up and orchestrated by the dominant society, Black Americans are still able to focus and be like, nah, we still delineating. We built this country for free without repayment, and I don't want to hear it. And now we're starting to call people out. And I think that's what it is. Nobody wants to, I feel like, sit down and have conversations anymore. We just run to social media and start bashing people. Duane B, he even played this thing when Brother Reza Islam got on there. He was talking shit to Brother Reza Islam. I said, oh, this man must be drunk or high or just out of his mind. Some people feel like we're supposed to still be the permanent underclass. So we're supposed to bow down to Caribbeans and immigrants. Sorry. So when I hear my people say, man, I'm going to vote for Trump. No, I don't jump in there and be like, man, you don't need to vote for Trump. I'll be like, I'm gonna vote for Kamala. Do what you do. But do you have the information? Well, Trump is better than Kamala. Well, the lesser of the two evils. They're both evils. My thing is, who has done what to whom? What you mean by that, Warren G? Think about it like this. Look up all of Trump's policies and see what he's done to harm black folk. I'm talking about black Americans, foundational black Americans, and look at what Kamala has done to harm black Americans. And then you go down the list. Now, we already know what Joe Biden did, the 94 crime bill, so he's already at a disadvantage to me. But if we look at what Kamala did in the Bay Area, seems like a lot of black Americans are not too fond and happy with Kamala Harris. It seems like the United States of America Incorporated's people, the commoner, the fickle crowd, we're just not happy with either opponent. We don't like either choice that we have, right? And since we don't like either choice that we have, I think we're just kind of like, well, I'll just be still. I'm not just going to make no decision off no emotions. And for those black people that's like, you know what, I'm going to vote for Trump, I'm not mad at them. Because black folk are, they're tired, they're fed up. This is probably by far the worst economy that I've witnessed. And the reason why this is the worst economy that I've witnessed is because interest rates are at an all-time high. Jobs are not giving you the economic power so you can have purchasing power so you can buy you a home. Boy, we always talk about buying a home. Man, I don't care if you buy a condo. I don't care if you buy a townhome. Look, don't ever let nobody make you feel like, oh, well, you ain't got no... Look, buy a piece of the earth. I don't care what it is. Townhome, condo, apartment turned into condos. I don't care. Buy it. My thing is, how you going to have the interest rates in the sixes? The jobs are not paying and giving out that type of economical power to foundational black Americans so we can have purchasing power so we can start buying property. Now, we know you have the antagonists and protagonists. Protagonists be like, niggas don't want to buy a house anyway. Niggas just want to buy Jordans and Gucci and Louis and all this and buy fresh cars and floss. Yeah. That's in every racial group. But we can set aside those people. I'm talking to the people that really want purchasing power so they can go buy them a property so they can take care of their families and live a decent life. That's what I'm saying. And with the interest rates at 6.2 and 6.4, y'all tell me, who the fuck gonna buy a crib? Whether it's a condo, townhome, especially if you live in a major metropolis, like a Las Vegas, like a Los Angeles, like a Houston, like an Atlanta. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, there's places that will give you more bang for your buck. But what Warren is saying is there's so much confusion, you can't even pay attention to what matters most. When you have people that come from an immigrant background, they're not invested in our fight. They may look like they're invested. They may even act like they're invested in our fight, but they're not. You said, Warren, why you say this? Think about it. What would cause Luther Campbell, what would cause him to go off like that and want to go back and forth with anybody about liberating his people and making sure that the racial group that needs the most constructive help receives the most constructive help? You tell me that. Answer that. That's why on my thumbnail, you see you got a man with a cell phone, you got people messing with the car, you got a person on top of the car, you got people watching. That's confusion. That's the deaf, dumb, and blind a lot of the times because we don't know what to pay attention to. We don't know what to look at. Like I said, I did a podcast about Anthony Fauci. Now they talking about he in hospital with some type of disease. Of course. That's called have mercy on him and don't pay attention to him. But really, black folks should be mad at him as well. If you know the history of Anthony Fauci and how many people lost their lives, lost their jobs, lost family members behind that. And now they're trying to use scare tactics for the next booga. So we need to really understand and pay attention. Y'all notice, ain't nobody talking about Kanye no more. I guess they was mad at him, huh? We just need to understand we love to pile on, don't we? Now, why is it we can't pile on in a good way and say, hey, Brother Luther Campbell, we got love and respect for you, brother, but you wrong on this one. This is not your fight, and you shouldn't be speaking on what we are doing. And this isn't me taking up for anybody, because these are grown men. They can take up for themselves, but we are talking about specific agendas for foundational Black Americans. I'm tired of watching a little Haiti town, a little Havana town, Korean town, Chinatown, Latino town. But then when it comes to Black folk, crickets. And we got to stop, man. We need to get together. Get together and do what? I challenge any man and any woman. How long can you just not want to get together with people and just come with solutions? If you do sit down and talk to people, come with the solutions. Because as Neely Fuller Jr. has stated over and over again, it's the four-wall effect. If we coming together and we're not solving any problems or having any solvents to these issues, what are we doing? That's why I said my question to Mr. Luther Campbell is, why do you feel like we should be listening to what you're saying when what you're saying does not pertain to the benefit of Black Americans? And if he says, oh, you stupid, the first thing I would say is, well, tell me what her policies are that would help specifically Black Americans. Nobody wants to go down that road with us, y'all, because the majority of the people that are giving us pushback are having some slick to say, you can't trace their lineage back. They don't know the history of this country. They haven't lived the history of most of these people that lived here. That's because their parents came here. Their parents fled. That's why. That's why. Now, there's a lot of other immigrants and other racial groups that really respect foundational Black Americans or Native Blacks or Black Americans, as you want to call them, and they just stay out the way and be like, well, that's their fight and let them handle it. But for you all, including Luther Campbell and the rest of all of y'all that's on the Kamala Brigade, Steve Harvey, all of them, good luck. My question is going to be, what are you going to do when this is out? Let's just hypothetically say she gets in office and she doesn't do shit for the country. She don't do shit for Black folk. Now you're going to be right back at square one. Then what are you going to tell the American people? You're putting more of a target on your back, trying to sow discord and argue with people that are like, nah, we not fucking with that. We're leveraging our vote so we can get what we want. That's how politics work. Because when you disrespect our mentality, you're disrespecting Dr. Claude Anderson's mentality. I'm talking about for those who are in the know of who Dr. Claude Anderson is and his work. Like I said, I don't front. I've read 3 of his books. Black History Reader. I've read Powernomics and Black Labor White Wealth. I got Dirty Little Secrets 1 and 2. I've only read those 3. And those 3 were mind-blowing. And I'm just waiting to see how long it's going to take for us to be like, we're just not going to tolerate that, bro. From any person of any group. Let us do what we need to do. Y'all saw that, man. Y'all saw the Palestine-Israel thing. You saw they tried to make us the staple of choosing a side. Knowing good and damn well, whatever side you chose, you was going to probably lose your job. Because they like us to be the doormat, the welcome mat. They like us to be the elevator butler, the person that presses the forwards, and that's what they want us to be. They don't want us to have an opinion, and they don't even want us to be like, nah, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Look at how offended a lot of the dominant society became when Black folk were like, that don't got nothing to do with us, so we don't care. Do you know how mad a lot of people were? Because they're so used to us fighting everybody's fight. So, Mr. Campbell, and let me tell you, the dominant society, they break their tools when they're done with them. And when they break you, and they will, don't be running talking about, oh, Black folk, we gotta stick together. And I was like, no, because you're being divisive. I can't stand a person that comes to the argument with no information. If you're coming to the argument with no information, hush the fuck up. and go sit down and let this be a school day for you so you can have some type of understanding. And I think that's what the problem be a lot of the times. I see it all the time. That's why I said the masters of confusion. That's the dominant society. They're the masters of confusion. They are. They got all this bullshit going on. But we ain't looking at Fauci or Bill Gates. You two motherfuckers single-handedly was a part of the collusion and the coercion of getting the commoner, the deaf, dumb, and blind American people to buy into some type of science project. And now that that project has went robust, where is Bill Gates at? Oh, he's probably buying up all the farmland. That's probably what he's doing. I've never liked Bill Gates. I've always thought he was a little sinister, just a sinister weasel. You know what I mean? And then people hail him, he's so smart. No, he's the dominant society, and his mama had a little bit of money. That's all that is. It's so funny because if you're so smart, you're so intelligent, and you know what's good for the earth, then why are you not trying to repay black folk for the debt that's owed to us? Because we built this country for free without repayment, not you. And it's so funny how, this is the land of the free and all this other stuff. Okay, well then why is it every job you go to, everywhere you go, anywhere you work, we have to use Microsoft? Why is it we can't use somebody else's system? Why is that the monopoly? Because it is by design. In most departments that don't use Microsoft Windows at any Fortune 500 job, they're using damn near a DOS system. It looked like you in the Matrix. But why is that? Because it's done by design. That's why you can't expect those people in positions of fake power or real power to speak on your behalf, because it's called the benign neglect policy. And the masters of confusion, they have created so much chaos in the last 4 or 5 years. We don't know which way is up sometimes, but Black Americans do, because a lot of us are reading, a lot of us have read, and we are delineating from the sucker shit. We're not the type of people that's like, no, Uncle Luke, he black too. No, sorry, Mr. Luther Campbell. You're giving me Tether vibes, Sambo vibes. That's what you're giving me. And it's so funny. Don't nobody want to call him out. But this one you're going to lose, buddy. And no diss, but a lot of these people have not read anything. I'm pretty sure he hasn't read a single policy that Kamala could stand on. But you want to chastise people and call us divisive? You just got here. And your parents just got here. So you have no idea of what we have been through the last 500 years. I'm done. I'm out. Guilty, nigga. Peace.